How's it going, guys? Back at it today. Got some Saab issues. Also, just got done plowing. It's been cold here in New York State. Kodiak has been working overtime. I have too a little bit. Kind of a quick video today. The Saab. We've got check engine light issues. This is my son's car now. I'll tell you in a minute what the code is, but I can't remember off the top of my head. But we're fighting a check engine light for sooted spark plugs. That's what the code is coming up as. Well, this is a common issue. We've changed the spark plugs, and now we're gonna move on to coils. So we're gonna get this in, we're gonna clear the code. We're gonna change this registration sticker, and this popped off. It actually didn't pop off. My son and I were looking at it. He brought the piece in and he said, "Dad, this came off when I was cleaning the car off of the massive amounts of snow." I said, "Oh yeah, looks like it just snaps back on." But it doesn't. It actually broke off. So I've got my super glue out here, some RTV. So we'll fix that because this, as you can see, is a computer chip which has like the satellite stuff built into it for the OnStar, which we don't use, but still, the antenna is built into this. And I'll show you the other side. There's actual little tab that's built into it. So we have to get this sealed up, and I'll show you what that code is. We're not gonna be able to install coils today. We have those on order, but I'll tell you, they're not cheap. The point of this is you don't wanna get Chinese coils, ever. You don't want to ever throw cheap Chinese electronic parts at your car, ever. Always get OEM, NGK, Bosch. It's the best stuff. Really, the OEM stuff is the best. What do they call that? Penny wise, dollar foolish. What is it? Something like that. But that's what we did. My son went ahead and got the good stuff. So we're also going to be putting coil springs in the back of this. One of the coil springs is broken. We've got an inspection due in 1 month, so we got to get this thing done. But today we're going to be fixing that, and we're going to be showing you the code on this, clearing it out, and then we will be installing coils on this thing when they come in. Let's get this thing in the garage. I forgot my tripod. We'll see how that goes. Come on. Well, she's in, and unfortunately, I won't be able to get it in all the way because I don't have my boards to go on top of. They're buried in the snow somewhere to go over top of my lift. I can't get the door shut, so I'm gonna have to freeze, but let me show you the piece, the antenna. So here we are. It just mounts right on top of the roof, and here are the pieces that broke. And when he was clearing the snow, it broke, and because it's been so cold, and you know, the plastic just got brittle. But here's a little tab that makes contact with this piece here. It's like a little airplane. Shark. Right there. Looks like that piece there makes contact with. So before I do mount it, I'll pull that down just a bit to make sure it is making contact with that guy there. So, yeah. And in order to fix this properly, you would have to go underneath the headliner and everything. And we're not doing that. So, unless you undid these. But yeah, it's not worth doing that. So what I'm going to do is take some brake clean on a rag. I'll go around this and clean this up good. I will put some super glue on the plastic part, and then I'll goop some RTV around this to seal it up, because if you look, it looks like it's been leaking some water in there too, so that's not good. So that's what we'll do. Got my super glue. Got my ultra black gasket maker. RTV. You know what I forgot? It's my coffee. It's in the house. I want to get this done though. So I'm gonna wait. Let's get this done. Let's get the super glue ready. We'll get that done. That will get done first because that's gonna take a while. Super glue takes a while to dry. They both do. We'll get the super glue on the little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 little thingies that broke. Then we'll goop the RTV and then we'll smush it on there. Let's do it. I meant we'll put the RTV on first and then the super glue. See what happens when you don't have your coffee with you? Stupid. Next, put the new sticker in the window. It's not expired yet, but we're gonna put the new one in. Just came in the mail, so let's scrape the old one out using a nice razor blade. Good one.
A cup of joe in his left hand and a wrench in his right. He's working hard deep into the night. Maxwell House, chock full of nuts, dumb Folgers on those open cuts, because it's time to win the fight. Carburetors and coffee, morning, noon and night. Carburetors and coffee, time to win the fight. Coffee, fuel, caffeine, and bolts. 1 man and 12 volts. Coffee, fuel, caffeine, and bolts. 1 man and 12 volts. Carburetors and coffee. Yeah.
Okay, well, in the car now, pulled it out, and I do notice that the car seems to not be running as smooth as it used to be. You know, that's kind of indicative of this sooted spark plug thing. Maybe a little bit of a misfire. Under load, my son says that it shakes. This is on the forums too. Some guys have thrown coil packs at these things and that hasn't solved the problem. Some guys have, and it has solved the problem. So the first thing that we did obviously was put brand new plugs in. Now the plugs look great, but they did have some corrosion around the threads. I mean, they were due, but they looked okay. So nonetheless, I've got my Autel plugged in here and we're gonna read the code. And it's just got like a little bit of a hesitation, I noticed. So one thing I think I'm gonna have my son do is we'll put maybe some seafoam in this thing, in the tank, give it a sporting chance. I don't know. Anyway, let's look at this thing. Every time I turn this on, it wants me to update it, but let's go. We'll go to Saab. I don't know if you guys can hear the engine. It's kind of doing like a hunting thing. Well, it's pretty obvious we got some issues here. This is obviously the one I want to look at the most. Now, this one is a common problem with the Saab. That one we've known about for a really long time. Actually, since I've owned the car. I bought this car in 2016. Had this car for 9 years. It's never worked. And this is the one that we're fighting with. P1312-00. Ionization signals implausible. Sooted spark plugs. Alright, let's go back and check this one. Air valve malfunction. Pretty sure we replaced those without the monitors, so that's not a biggie. This one, I'm not sure what's going on here. Door ajar switch, left rear circuit, short to ground. Okay, door ajar switch, left rear. Alright, that's behind me. So, also, this 100% line took forever to load everything. Now, on my other cars, this doesn't take that long, but this car has so many computers in it, it took a long time to go through everything. Now, the traction control, if I clear everything out, this has been a new problem as well. Another thing is the headlights. You got to go and underneath the hood, adjust them and they come on, so it's got a grounding issue up there. Brake pressure sensor B. Okay. Under hood electrical center. Oh, okay, that's all that stuff. Then the rest was okay, which was good. So we're gonna go ahead and erase everything. We'll go a quick erase. It's erasing. Check engine light went off. I still got a, I know it's an ABS sensor that's out, and that's why the stability control is not working. That's my ABS light is on. That should, yeah, see, it comes back up again. In order to fix that, we got to take the hub assembly off and replace that. So I'll toggle through. And this 7.6 miles to the gallon, that's completely wrong. That's not right. And my son must have just filled this. So we usually just go to about 280. Used to be 300 miles, but I tell him in the winter, go to about 250 because we let it warm up. Like right now I'm sitting here, so don't want to run out of gas. What's this mean for the future of this car? Well, you know, my son and I, we were talking about it, and he said, I think I want to save some money, and I said, yeah, I agree. We love the car, you know, it's his first car, and I said, you know, son, if you want to maybe sell this and put it toward money to get a new car when you do save enough money. He said, I think I want to keep this. You know, I think I'd regret selling my first car. And I said, yeah, that's fine. Maybe we could, you know, keep it as a fixer-upper, as like a fun car for yourself, and maybe we can fix this stuff. The dreaded New York cancer curse. So, you know, we've got some nice sport wheels for it that I've had for this car, and you know, underneath the car is still really relatively clean. And then maybe we were talking about, you know, a Subaru, something all-wheel drive for him. He likes the Outback and Imprezas. I do too. I've had 4 Subarus in my life, and I've loved every single one of them. I had a used one, 1 used one, 3 brand new ones, but this car has never given me any problems, ever. This problem that's happening now has just been the only problem that we've ever had with this car. I mean, there's been like, yeah, brakes and things like that. I've had to replace a flex pipe, but it's never had any mechanical issues, ever. So It's been a great car. I've had it for 9 years now, and I love the car. He loves the car, so he wants to keep it. Right now he's saving money. Hopefully we can get past this so he can get it inspected, and in the meantime, he's gonna save some money. Hopefully he can get something different. We'll see what the future holds for this for him, you know? Maybe we'll put a wrap or something on it, but we definitely need to take care of the rust and maybe paint it or do a wrap, something cool. Put like a tasty little spoiler on the back, something just molds to the body. That'd be kind of neat. Something, anything, you know? Bigger injectors, bigger turbo, catback, that'd be pretty cool. But anyway, I appreciate you hanging out on this one with me, and I'll see you on the next one. Until then, take care. I know I gotta get inside and get my coffee. It's getting late and it's cold out here. So catch you on the flip side. Bye.